Hey everyone, before you spend a penny on either of these, watch this comparison because the real value only becomes clear right at the end. Let's jump straight into how these two tools approach cost because that's often the first deciding factor for creators. PaintStorm Studio follows a one-time purchase model that appeals to artists who want ownership, predictability and long-term access without worrying about recurring charges or subscription renewals. Once you acquire it, it's yours to use indefinitely, which creates a sense of stability and independence that many painters and illustrators appreciate. ArtRage takes a different path with its pricing structure, blending ongoing access with feature updates and support over time. This approach positions the software as something that evolves, encouraging users to stay current with improvements and sometimes tying advanced features to more recent updates or versions. For some creators, that continuous flow of new features and refinements is exciting and feels worth the commitment. For others who prefer to invest once and focus purely on art, the idea of ongoing access feels less appealing. So very early on, you're deciding between permanence and evolution, between a steady creative environment and one that grows with you. Looking at what PaintStorm Studio brings to the creative table, the software is engineered for serious digital painters and illustrators who want granular control over how every stroke looks and feels. Its brush engine is one of the most sophisticated in any painting tool outside of major industry suites. You're not just selecting a brush, you're shaping how it behaves under pressure, tilt and angle, and how it responds to texture, speed and flow. Whether you aim to emulate traditional media like oil, watercolor, or chalk, or invent entirely new digital textures, PaintStorm Studio's engine is responsive and subtle enough to capture your intent. The interface is built around painting workflows. Menus are content-aware, tools are logically grouped, and palettes are adjustable so they don't crowd the canvas. Layers and masks give you traditional compositional control, while symmetry, guides, and snapping help you maintain balance and precision in complex pieces. Beyond brushes, PaintStorm Studio provides powerful color management, letting you work with gradients and palettes seamlessly. You can save custom brush presets so that your unique style becomes a personalized toolkit rather than a transient configuration you have to rebuild each time. High-resolution canvas support and broad export options make it suitable for both digital presentation and print output. That blend of performance and artistic control means the software doesn't just feel capable, it feels alive in your hands. There's minimal lag even with large canvases and dozens of layers, which keeps your creative flow uninterrupted. However, PaintStorm Studio's depth is both a strength and a challenge. While seasoned digital painters will find the interface empowering, beginners might feel overwhelmed at first. The learning curve demands patience, deliberate exploration, and time spent tinkering with brush settings and tool behaviors. The initial complexity can be intimidating, and while it pays off in control, it's not a plug-and-paint experience like simpler sketch apps. Collaboration features are limited as well, so if you need built-in teamwork tools, version history, or cloud sharing, those will have to be handled through external services. Additionally, while PaintStorm Studio excels at painting and illustration, it's a specialist tool rather than a general design suite. It doesn't include dedicated typography tools, multi-page layout functions, or deep vector workflows, which means if your work crosses into graphic design or publication, you'll pair this with other software that covers those areas. One of the biggest advantages for many artists, though, is the one-time purchase approach. You invest once and focus on creating. There are no periodic reminders to renew or fears of losing access to your own digital studio because a billing cycle was missed. For those who want autonomy over their creative tools and dislike the ongoing financial friction of subscription models, PaintStorm Studio presents a compelling and dependable choice. At its core, PaintStorm Studio prioritizes artistic freedom, precision, and performance. It gives artists a powerful space to explore texture, brush behavior, and detail without recurring fees or subscription constraints. Whether you're refining character art, crafting intricate landscapes, or experimenting with painterly techniques, the software equips you with a rich and responsive toolkit that feels tailored to your artistic voice. ArtRage brings a different philosophy to digital painting and creative expression, built around replicating traditional media behavior in a way that's intuitive and enjoyable. Its feature set emphasizes natural tools, oils that feel thick and tactile, watercolors that diffuse like real paint on wet paper, pastels that drag and smudge, and pencils that shade with realistic friction. The canvas behaves like a physical surface, and paint interacts with texture in ways that mimic the real world. Layers and blending let you refine compositions, but much of ArtRage's magic lies in how brushes and media respond to your movements. Tilt, pressure, speed, and brush angle all play into how paint is applied, mixed, and layered, creating an experience that closely parallels real artistic techniques without the mess. The interface is approachable without being simplistic, providing quick access to tools while keeping the focus on the canvas itself. In addition to media simulation, ArtRage offers tools for layering, masking, and selection, allowing you to build complex pieces with control. Color mixing behaves like physical pigment blending, helping you explore and develop palettes organically. Tool customization gives you flexibility, and import-export options support standard formats for integration with other workflows or sharing finished pieces across platforms. ArtRage's usability extends to artists of all levels. Beginners find it welcoming because the tools behave predictably like their physical counterparts, while seasoned painters appreciate the depth of media interaction and the joy of working with tools that feel familiar yet empowered by digital precision. However, ArtRage does have limitations. Because it's focused on natural media simulation, its vector and layout tools are less deep than those found in specialist illustration suites. If your workflow includes typography, complex vector manipulation, or need for multi-page designs, ArtRage will be just part of a broader toolset rather than a standalone solution. Collaborating with teams in shared environments also requires external tools, as built-in collaboration features are minimal. Some users note that while the media simulation is beautiful, mastering nuanced control over paint interaction requires experimentation and practice. That tactile feel is a strength, yet it can take time to learn how to harness it effectively for digital output rather than physical imitation. Looking at user sentiment on public platforms like Trustpilot, both PaintStorm Studio and ArtRage receive strong impressions for what they do best. PaintStorm Studio earns praise for its powerful brush engine, performance, and one-time purchase model, while ArtRage is celebrated for its natural media simulation, intuitive feel, and creative joy. Criticisms for each often focus on learning curves, niche feature scope relative to full design suites, and expectations around updates versus ownership models. Keep in mind that these ratings are based on public reviews and may not reflect official or complete data, so consider them as general impressions rather than definitive judgments. So what's the final takeaway? If you want deep, customizable control over every brushstroke with long-term ownership and performance that keeps up with detailed work, PaintStorm Studio is a powerful and dependable choice. If you're drawn to expressive, natural media simulation with intuitive tools that mirror real artistic techniques, ArtRage offers an immersive, joyful canvas that bridges physical and digital art. If this comparison helped clarify your creative direction, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more tool breakdowns. Click the links below to access each software and explore them firsthand. Try them yourself and discover the tool that best supports your artistic workflow. Your next masterpiece could begin with one simple click.